Hey guys, welcome back to House Flipper 2 with Rash Decision. If you're enjoying the content, please leave a like and subscribe to let me know. Enjoy the video. Alright guys, and we are back in it. We're looking at the Peacey house again today, and I'm actually going to take a moment. I'm actually going to apologize about the pixelation and the quality of the previous video. It was already like that by the time I had actually got everything edited out and everything looked great. It was all packaged, and then when I went back to rewatch the final video file, make sure everything was okay, I have my video editing software set to only give me a preview at about 720, so I didn't really see the pixelation there, but then when I saw it in, full 1080, 60 FPS, I saw it definitely there. I now have flipped a lot of switches, I've turned a lot of knobs, I've slid a lot of sliders. Everything has been kind of dialed in on OBS now, so hopefully this episode should look a lot better. Let's go ahead and get into it. So I did decide I still need to get that, so I'm going to go ahead and do that while I'm sitting here, because I'm going to leave this up here, but I am going to turn this into the bedroom. So this is going to become the red room. And that at the end of the hall, that's actually going to become the office. I did decide that as I was doing the editing for the last episode. So let's go ahead and grab, let me see, it's going to be this one. There we go, going to go down to 1. We'll go right across here. Now, of course, I could put the white up here and it would look great, absolutely great. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this up here and make this the bedroom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these lights out. They're not very bedroom-like, they're very office-like. Excuse me. But I am going to try to replicate this kind of idea in that room down the hall. So there is that. Like, I'm not going to just leave this as it is. I do see that there's little bits around the edges of these beams that are kind of sticking out. Come on, lay it down. There we go. So I'm going to move this kind of out of the way. Well, I guess not. I guess I'm not going to do that. Okay. Well, I guess what I could do is I could sell them and then put them there, but it's not really enough to really make a difference, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, I've already got the white trim at the bottom, and I've already got all the trim up here done, and everything else is done. So I'm just going to take this, I'm going to move it out here in the middle of the floor again. Also, I'm going to replace the floor in here because I don't really want this really nice patterned floor to be in the bedroom necessarily. I'm just going to copy style, grab this. Actually, didn't I decide that I have one of those down? Yes, I do. Okay, so we're not going to buy another one. We're just going to use this, and I'm not going to bother replacing the flooring in what is now going to be the office because I already have the flooring placed. It would just be a waste of money. Might be something where, like, later down the line, if I decide that I hate the way it looks and I want to change it, I can. That's absolutely my prerogative. I'm going to change my mind 100 times before I decide on it, because this is going to be, like I said, my house. So this isn't something I'm going to sell. This isn't something that's going to go away. This is going to be something I'm going to be coming back to, like, after every mission, after every other house being sold. So if I decide to make a change to it, I will. And besides that, got a hair in my mouth. Anyway, I did decide I'm going to go ahead and go around this door with the stone. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see, how far can I go? Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Hit this last one. See, that looks so much better. That looks so much better. It doesn't have like that weird just cut off where, there'll be like these little indents in between the bricks and stuff that would just be cut off all of a sudden. Yeah, now it looks much better. Has that perfect delineation over there, and I don't have to worry about this side because it has the, this marble over here. So I'm going to leave it at that, and we're going to call it good. And we're going to go back upstairs, up here, and you know what? I don't think I have that red paint anymore, do I? No, I do not. So we're going to go ahead and get a hold of it again. I'm going to buy it. Actually, I think the red is going to look a lot better if I get the non-plaster. So let me do that first. I wanted the plaster because I wanted to have that extra bit of texture to it, but I think the plaster just it fades the color a little bit. Now I don't like it. So let's go ahead and we're going to paint this room over. And luckily, like I said previously, all I have to do... Actually, that's going to work really well to get rid of that little seam right there. But yeah, I'm just going to paint right on over everything. And it's just going to come out just much nicer. See how much nicer that is? It's a much more vibrant red. It doesn't seem like it has any kind of fading to it because of the stucco. Yeah, this is going to work really well in here, especially because there's a lot less of it. It's not going to be quite so overpowering. And this will only take me a few minutes because I've got everything else kind of taken care of, so all I have to do is just go over everything with the right color, realistically. I kind of hate that I'm having to waste the materials like this. Just like I was saying with the floor, it's a waste of materials to change it, but at this point, that other room is just going to make such a much nicer office when I get to it. And of course, you know, like when I'm done here, I'm going to go into the other room. Uh-oh. I didn't hit all of it. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure I hit it, because otherwise it's going to bug me. A little seam being there. There we go. Because these over here, like I said previously, I could kind of deal with those because it's only like little bits sticking out and it's still wood at least. So you can kind of get away with it. You see. Go ahead and hit this. And this time I'm going to... Oh, I went a little bit too far, actually. That's okay. I can just kind of avoid that far vertical strip. Just like this. Much better. See how much faster that is? Instead of having to do all the trim and everything. Oh, come on. Did I not leave enough space there? Really? Okay. I'm kind of watching OBS as I go through this because I'm paranoid at this point that it's going to come out pixelated again, and I don't want to have to give another throwaway episode. I've said it before, I'm a perfectionist, so having something that's less than ideal, like I can kind of deal with, you know, I'm first starting out. Like, there's not a whole lot I can do about the quality of the video as far as like the editing. It's not going to be like the greatest production value you've ever seen on the planet. Like I can't afford Elixir, and I can't afford, you know, an editor. I'm not really very skilled at it myself. But at the same time, man, it's a really red room. It's like peppermint almost. But I'm still going to leave it. I might do another accent wall. Like, I might turn this into an accent wall, actually. Let me think. Is that going to be worthwhile? Yes. Let me put up some, like, wallpaper. I think wallpaper would really set it off. Because that's what I've done before. I used to use, like, the marble wallpaper as the accent for my red rooms. Let's see, something that's nice and bright. Wallpaper, here we go. What color can I make this? Oh, that's right, I can make them any color, so I guess it really doesn't matter which one, as long as I get a pattern that I like. Something that's a little bit more subtle. Ooh, here we go, here we go. If I get this kind of nice and subtle, have like the white with like a gray over top of it. Yeah, here we go. I could even go a little bit bigger, make it nice and swirly. Maybe like that, like a 1. There we go. Even rotate it a little bit. Nah, the rotation won't matter because it's all going to be patterned anyway. So let's do that. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. Go. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, this is a trick I've done before, and what I'll do is, well, at least in House Flipper 1, I don't know if there's going to be the option in 2, because I haven't looked at the furniture and accessories too awful much. Yeah, look at that. That offsets really nicely. So, I haven't looked at it too much, but I used to do something like this on a big blank wall like this, and then use like neon. Like a different color of neon, like pink or purple or blue or something that completely offsets from everything else, and just use a big neon sign. Like, what was the one? It Was All a Dream. That was a good one to use for this. So yeah, I'm going to go and put this back in the corner just so I can keep it here for the moment. And I'm actually going to go down the hall And we're actually going to have a look at this ceiling over here again because I want to see about... Oh, that's right. Let me do the lights before I continue because otherwise I'm going to forget. And it's going to turn into one of these or turn into the cooktop or something. I'm going to leave one up there just so I can see. Actually, that's right. I've got a headlight, don't I? There we go. And I do actually have the perk for the speaking of perks, once again, I forgot. I caught a painting perk last time. Totally forgot about it. So we're going to go ahead and spend it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I have too much else. I need to work on getting back to the mission so I can sell some houses, get this stuff down here. But I want to get all this up here first. Like even the demolishing and like the building if I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to because I think that's going to require doing some house flipping. But we'll get to that as we can. So the flipper tool I've got complete. I've got the surface benches complete. Got the painting complete. Need to do something with collecting trash and cleaning. But that'll come with the missions, I imagine. And then the flipper skills, I imagine, is going to be the same kind of situation where I just need to get into actually flipping houses. But I think this I might be able to get while I'm here because I'll actually be carrying a lot of stuff around to place it in. But, oh, that's right, the lights. There again, I almost forgot about the lights. Let's see. Okay, so let's go down here to lights. And there's not really a whole lot of lights that I can use here. So I kind of already have an idea of how I want to do it. I just need to get it done. So this is going to be a bedroom now. That being the case, I kind of want to do something... I wanted to do something like these, but they're really, really expensive for what they are. There's this one, but it's also super expensive. And this one's real expensive. I think it was like this one. Yeah, that one. That one is... good Lord. You have to be very, very careful about buying this one because it is very expensive, as you see. What? I mean, that's ugly as sin, but that's the cheapest one I've seen. And I'm not seeing one that's really jumping out to me. I might just do like a couple of these. I still want to do like the one in each, so I might do like smaller ones. I'm not seeing ones jumping out to me. I may have to actually spend some money and get one of these more expensive ones because I could do those. Yeah, there we go. That wouldn't be bad. I'm okay with that. Alright, why are you not letting me center? I had a problem with these previously because they won't let you actually center. So I'm going to, and I notice they won't let me center this way either, even though I'm going to precise and snap to grid and trying to do everything. Yeah, they're slightly off center and they won't let you center on those dots. I hate it. It bugs me to no end, but I'm going to live with it. I'm going to kind of go to this side. I wish it would let me center at least side to side. That's going to bother me. That's going to bother me way too much to be able to deal with, so I'm going to choose a different one. I'd love to use this one, but they're 3 times as much for the same, effectively the same thing. It's a little bit too much for a bedroom. That's okay. I'd be okay with that. Let's change that shade. Striped, suede, burlap. Ooh, there we go. The knitted fabric. That works. Okay with that. Let's do gray, like a nearly white, just a barely off white. And of course, I'm going to go back to the bulb socket, and we're going to be doing. Oh, what? I can't do metal, but I can do one of these. Excuse you? I'm just going to make it black. If I can't do metal, I'm just going to make it black. Base. Now this I can make into a metal, but that's frustrating. That's super frustrating. I'll make that copper just to give it at least that little extra. See, this one lets me do it. And the only thing is that doesn't actually center left to right, so I'm going to go and move it over a little bit and just kind of guess and check myself because I don't really have a way I can tell how many spaces this is. I'm going to put it right there. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. Okay. Let's go ahead and buy 2 more. and then I'll adjust the brightness after I get it wired so I have something to reference. Oh, that's actually some really nice brightness. Look at that. Actually, it does need to come over a little bit more. Oops. Let's move it back just like one. Actually, a half might do it, but I'm gonna bring it over about one, like this. There we go. Now it's casting light kind of evenly across. There we go. I'm still gonna make it a little bit dimmer, just to see like what it kind of looks like when I do that. Oh, that's right. These have those different bulbs. Let me. I can't see it. Come on, get out of the way. I wonder if the bulbs kind of change the way that it casts light. That's something I've never... Well, we'll find out. No, it doesn't seem like it does. Eh, whatever. Summer 3. Oh, come on. Keep doing that. There we go. And I'm going to reduce the brightness. Looks like about a 60 is going to be good. What about making it a little bit warmer, too? Starts at 66. Just to make it a little bit warmer. Let's see if I can go down to like a 44. So I don't have to redo that again. I'm gonna... Oh wait, copy. Did that actually do it? Or am I stupid? Did not. Okay. Copy. Paste. Paste, paste, paste. Okay, that's not supposed to be how that is. Wait, did I accidentally... I did. No? Huh. By the way, if a developer's watching, and I might actually go put this on like the forums, maybe the Discord, the Reddit, what have you. I would love to have the ability, like in Space Engineers, to be able to shift-click one of these sliders and just type in a number. It would make it really nice. There we go. Have that nice, soft light that kind of just comes down, veils over the room like that. Yeah. Yeah, buddy, that's the ticket. I like that. Okay. Now here, we want to keep it nice and bright out here because it's the portal way, because you want to be able to see where you're going and what door you're opening. And we will be changing the ceiling in here because I do like that ceiling in there. It has like that nice... That texture looks different. Am I stupid? Huh. Oh, also, I did have the idea of possibly making this white as well, because I do have that there. It's kind of weird, but you know, it's not that bad. I could live with either way. Okay. And this time, I'm actually going to bring my materials upstairs, since this is technically the last room that I need to do anything with. I'm just going to bring them up here. Oh wait, no, I do still have to do this room, don't I? Okay, so I'll leave them down there. I'll just kind of bring up what I need to bring up when I need to. Go. And of course, this is just copying the wainscot that I had in what was going to be the office previously, being that I'm moving the office here now. Oh no! Okay. That's what I get for changing my mind in the middle of making rooms. It just means I have to buy another one. Go. Go. And that's going to put that wainscot like directly underneath that window, which actually is going to look wonderful because it's going to give it a nice framing, because it'll have the one going across there and have the green framing it out here. Oh, it's going to look good. I don't know if I'm going to use this in here, but I'm still going to put it in here just to have it. I think that last room I'm gonna do in dark blue and white, kind of like the red and white that I did for the bedroom. Oh, come on. Oh, that's right. The red and white that I did for the bedroom, I'm going to copy that, but I'm going to use dark blue instead for the game room. And that's actually just because I've done that before. It's a style that I'm used to making and I know looks good. I probably should be using this to more experiment, but I guess I wanted to just experiment with what tools I had. And then as I do houses that I'm not going to be staying in where I don't know what the style I'm not going to be staring at the style the entire time. Oh, come on. That's what I get for being distracted. When I'm not staring at it the whole time myself, that's when I'll experiment with like new stuff. Painting a room solid bright pink, for example. Something like that, you know. Go. Okay. Now I need that green paint, but I didn't want the stucco anyway, so I couldn't have copied it, so I'm just going to go find it again. Paint, vibrant, I wanted this one, and I want it in stucco. Wait, oh, plaster. I don't know why. Now I'm questioning myself. Was I calling it this stucco previously? I may have, who knows. Let's see. Now we'll do this. Go. And again, like I said, once I get like some of the accents in here with like the brass and the gold, it'll start to really come together with this color. It looks big and deep and scary, but I promise it looks absolutely phenomenal when it all comes together. This is the type of color you use when you're aiming to accent it with something else. This is not a color I would choose if this was going to be the primary focus of the room. The red is actually a good color for being a focus of the room, but even then it's kind of awkward because it's so vibrant that it might wash out everything else you put in. So it's good to use as a focus. Kind of bad to use as a sole focus. But that's what the point of the white is to kind of offset it a little bit. Whoops. Of course, gotta hit these. Go. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna be an excellent office. Look at that. That dark green has a little bit more that's offsetting it in here. And I did actually have an idea of possibly using this as the game room and then using this as the bedroom. But those I wouldn't actually mind leaving the colors as they are. And that's just entirely because red and blue are primary colors. You can use either one anywhere. But if I did that, it actually gives me a great idea to change this so that I move this door over onto this wall. That way I can just use that as the bedroom, have a big closet, and I don't have to deal with having this little bitty room to hold, like, you know, the bed and everything else. Because you saw how cluttered it was when you first started the game. Whereas this room actually has a little bit more size to it, so you can put like the bed over here and still have a closet over here. And honestly, that's really high on my agenda as a concept. But I'll get to it here in just a few minutes after I get done with this this room. Actually, I am done with this room, aren't I? I guess I did want to do those verticals, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that since I'm on the topic. I don't need that anymore, do I? Guess I don't really need this anymore either, or that. And I've already got the flooring all the way through the house, don't I? I don't have the flooring in here, so I'll probably have to move the flooring up here when I get to it. I don't think I'm going to use that shiplap. I might use it as like an accent wall, but that's probably about it. So let's see. I believe this is the vertical. That sounds right. That looks right. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't have a light in here. Oh, that's right. I got to do the ceiling. That's why I'm thinking I need to complete this room, because it isn't complete. Go. And like I said, I'll put like shelves or something in this area. Maybe like a thin commode or something like that. Kind of just to take up this little bit of inner space, but then still let the wall kind of accent around it. And these probably will be used in here, I'm not sure. I usually like to keep the bedrooms quite simple. And that just has a lot to do with how bedrooms are used. Like, you're not sitting there, you know, you're staring at the ceiling if you can't sleep, but generally you're asleep in your bedroom. Like, you're not staring at the walls and commenting on what they look like. Whereas, like, an office is something that I would consider a little bit more important. It's kind of like your kitchen. The presentation is kind of everything. You know, I just noticed that is a really nice front door. I placed it when it was dark outside, but you know, that has that nice bit of viewport out, looking out. And of course, you know, has that side light, which is awesome. Let's see, what else did I need? I need the shiplap, which is already up there. And I'm going to need to place some beams. Okay, so I've not placed beams before. I tried to for the railing on the top of the stairs, but it didn't really work out too well. So we'll try that now. We'll see how it goes. Here we go. And of course, we want that in European walnut to match everything else. Let's see. So how does this go? It won't let me place it like that. That's interesting. How did they do it then? Because I'm kind of thinking about just doing it like this, if that's how it's going to be. That'd be super... Why is that got a shadow trail to it? That's weird. I'm looking over at OBS. It does show up in the recording too, so it's not the software causing that. That's weird. I wonder if it's because of this thing. Well, no, it doesn't do it on the floor. It just does it on the ceiling. That's weird. Anyway. So let's see. If I were to do beams, I'd want to match them up to this. Wait, actually, it's not letting me do that, is it? At the corner it is. But not over here. That's funky. Yeah, what? Huh? I'm just gonna try to see what happens. It seems to be okay with it. Won't let me start there, but it's okay with it if I end there. Okay. So if I did like this. Well, it seems to be okay with that. But it's not okay with this. It's not okay with that. That is weird. But that's okay, because I can work around it by doing this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do me some beams right on across. Come on. Like that. I'm just going to do two beams like this that kind of match up to the outside of this. I should have lined them up to that, but I've already placed that one, so I can't really go back on it. I want to make sure I get it placed correctly. But this is kind of what I meant when I said that the updates to the engine have been absolutely phenomenal, and that was a bird bird, a bird, a bird, a build, perk. Yeah, we're gonna cut it off there. Have a good one, my guys. Cheers.